All right, let's go ahead and get on that square. Let's go ahead and take this take this time to get our breathing in, get some air into our brain this Monday or Wednesday morning, since it's a busy one. I believe for everybody, I got some things I got to get done today for sure. Okay, so you're on your square. You're going to go ahead and engage your glutes and then relax them. Engage your glutes and then relax them. And then this time you're going to engage your glutes and you're going to keep them engaged throughout this whole exercise. You're going to put the weight in your heels. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, we'll go ahead and close our eyes. And these breaths are in through the mouth, out through the mouth, as big as possible. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Go ahead and close those eyes. Weights in the heel, glutes are engaged. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and shift the weight to the toes. It's going to give me this feeling of falling forward, but I should be in a straight line because my glutes are still engaged. And then I'm going to go ahead and rock backwards. I'm just going to keep going back and forth. I'm going to continue with the breathing. Let's take an inventory of how the feet, the calves, the toes are working. Good morning, feet, calves, toes. Do 2 more of those, right? Keep those glutes engaged. All right, so then bring the weight to the heels. Make sure the glutes still engaged. Let's get the feet together. All right, let's start tracing circles with the knees. Yeah, I'm going to change up the instruction on that. Trace circles with your knees. They're going to be together, so you're going to be doing big circles. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. We're going to do both directions. And while this is happening, I just want you to be taking some inventory of how your knees, your ankles, and your hips are articulating, right? Taking a second to greet them, thank them for joining you this morning. All right, go ahead and reverse, right? Motion is lotion. The more you move, the more or the easier it is for your joints to move. Okay, now go ahead and stop with the circles. Let's get the feet just outside of shoulder width apart, but still pointed straight ahead. Let's go ahead and reset, engage those glutes, put the weight in the heels. I'm going to raise my arms straight up to get a 90-degree bend at my elbow. And then I'm going to go ahead and raise those shoulders out to the side so that my hands, wrists, elbows are at shoulder height. Take a deep breath in, and as I exhale, I'm going to twist to my right as far as I can. And while I'm twisting, I'm going to try to keep those hips pointed straight ahead while my shoulders twist to the right. And then I'm going to do the opposite side, right? Deep breath in, and as I start to turn, I'm breathing out, going as far as I can. I'm going to do that 2 more times, once to each side. While I'm doing that, just taking an inventory of the spine, the musculature of the trunk. All right, good morning, spine. Good morning, musculature of the trunk. We need to get you moving first thing in the morning. Okay, and then you're going to be facing straight ahead. All right, now we can take the feet, bring them back in just outside of hip width apart, right? Still pointed straight ahead, reset, gauge the glutes, get the weight in the heels. Now I'm going to raise those arms straight out in front of me. Now I'm going to point the fingers straight ahead and spread them apart as far as I can, like active spreading of those fingers. Then I'm going to drop those fingertips to where they point down towards the ground. Now my arms are extended out in front of me, and they are straight at the elbow. Now those fingers are going to come back and point at me, and I should feel a small stretch on the top of the forearm. It's going to go back as far as I can. All right. Now those fingertips are going to go in reverse. So you're going to start pushing the fingertips away from you to where they're pointed down towards the ground, then straight out in front of you, and then keeping those fingers apart, keeping the glutes engaged, keeping the weight in the heels. Fingers are going to go up towards the ceiling. Keeping the arms straight at the elbow. Now bring the fingers towards you. You're going to be pointing towards you. Now you should feel a nice little stretch at the bottom of the forearm. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and point those fingers straight ahead, and then just go ahead and drop the fingers at the wrist. And let's start with some internal circles of the hand at the wrist. Right, keeping those fingers spread apart. Just going to do a few external circles, few internal circles. And I'm just going to be saying, good morning to the fingers, good morning to the wrist. Right, I can start to feel my shoulders. Good morning to shoulders, hold these arms out. And I'm going to go ahead and rest it. So let's drop those arms off to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and reset, engage the glutes, get the weight in the heels. I'm going to take this left ear and I'm going to pull it down towards my left shoulder as far as I can. Now, if you guys are like me, I've been doing this at least 3 times a week, you should be noticing a little bit more mobility in that neck. At least I know I do. Let's go reach up with the left hand, grab the top right side of the head and give that just a little bit of assistance. Okay, go ahead and reset so that head should be level and point it straight ahead, or chin should be level with the floor, point it straight ahead. Now let's take that right ear and pull it down towards the right shoulder as far as we can. I'm already feeling like I can get a little lower when I'm going to the left. All right, now I'm going to take my right hand, reach up, grab the top of my left hand, and give it a little bit of assistance. Not too much, but just enough to stimulate that connective tissue. That's what we're trying to do. Just like we're trying to stimulate the muscle, hopefully stimulate it enough to elicit change. We're also trying to stimulate our connective tissue, right? Because the cells of your connective tissue, okay, go ahead and bring that head level, are active. They're not dormant, meaning that they're constantly replacing themselves, and they're going to replace themselves based on the stimulus that has been placed on it. So the more that you stretch, the more flexible you should become. Okay, so let's take that chin. We're going to take that chin and point it up towards the ceiling as far as you can. Make sure those glutes are engaged. Make sure the weight is still in the heel. And we're looking all the way up. Now we're going to take one hand, put it at the base of the chin, and go ahead and give it a little bit of assistance. Neck extension, cervical extension. So good morning, cervical vertebrae. All right, now take that chin and bury it in your chest. Right, we're still in the heels, glutes are still engaged. And then I'm going to take one hand and grab the top back of my head and give that a little bit of assistance. Okay, now gaze is going to come level. Now keeping my hips pointed straight ahead, keeping my shoulders pointed straight ahead, keeping the weight in the heels and my glutes engaged. I'm going to go ahead and take that I'm going to go ahead and take my chin over my left shoulder as far as I can. Take that right hand, put it on the outside of the right chin and give it a little bit of assistance. Okay, now the opposite. Take that chin over the right shoulder as far as you can. When I get done with you guys, no one's going to be able to sneak up on you. All right, take that left hand, put it outside the left chin and give it a little bit of assistance. Okay, gaze comes level, weight is in the heels, glutes are engaged. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, we're going to go ahead and open up our eyes and get started with the workout. So here we go. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this workout going. You know me, Coach Chuck loves to start the workout out with a little bit of the Tabata. Today, let's go with some. Now, you might think that I'm guessing here, but I put a lot of stuff on our workout today, and I don't want to do it all in our Tabata. I just wanted to have some ideas. So let's go with some jumping jack toe touches to start. Then let's go with some regular jumping jacks. Those are the two movements. We're just going to go ahead and bring the body temperature up and get the heart pumping because we kind of got a more of an aerobic workout for today. So let's go ahead and prime it with a good Tabata. So just regular jumping jacks, right? We're going to try to clap at the top, clap behind clap behind the back just to make sure we're getting full range of motion of those shoulders. And then we're going to be doing the jumping jack toe touch to slow it down, just to stretch out those hamstrings. Again, if you don't feel like jumping this morning, you can step to the side, right? And then go down for that jumping jack toe touch, or just step to the side for your regular jumping jacks. Just make sure that when you step out, that heel makes contact with the ground before you step back in, all right? Here we go. Let's start with the jumping jack toe touch. It's slower. It is easier on the body to start. 3, 2, 1, go. Jumping jack toe touches. Oh, that's tight. I, last year, managed to blow out my my L5-S1 vertebrae. And I did it last Memorial Day. All right, regular jumping jacks. And I was told that it would heal itself because it's the last vertebrae. Just have to give it some time. Or I could do surgery. I'm not a big surgery person. So I decided I was going to wait, see if it would resolve itself. But it got bad to where I couldn't even sit in a chair for a long period of time. So it was difficult to drive. I used to lay on the ground to eat dinner. It was bad. And as active as I am, I wasn't able to be active. So that was an interesting time. Okay, regular jumping jack. So when the surgeon and I decided that it wasn't going to resolve itself by itself, you know, we had to look at surgery as an option. They always tell you, you know, as a precaution, or just give you a heads up that those things they're not always successful. And so I decided that I wanted to chance it because even though I'm 51, I couldn't see living the rest of my life the way I was living it and just trying to figure out how to manage the pain. Pain will change you. And I don't want any part of it. So I went ahead and did the surgery back in November 23rd to be exact. And oh my God, the pain that I was experiencing from the actual event was gone. The pain from that surgery is what was next, and then the weakness. So I had to slowly work my way back out of that. I think we're toe touches. Yeah. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because I would say that I'm about 87% back for the most part. You know, there's certain things that I haven't done that I used to do before I injured myself that I just don't feel safe doing yet. Okay. But one of those things that I did start was riding a Peloton bike. So I have a Peloton, and I love that thing because I like to get aerobic exercise in. So I just started running again, not long distances, and then I just started doing the Peloton again. And each time I do it, I go to bed, I wake up in the morning, my back is super stiff. But every time I do it, it's a little less stiff. And so that first jumping jack toe touch was super stiff. I know that's a lot of talking just to get to the end of that story. Anyway, okay, people, we're going to do a 20-minute body weight EMOM, right? We've done this one before. This is where on a running clock, you have to get 10 air squats, 20 shoulder taps, 30 mountain climbers, 10, 20, 30, right? So your air squat, you guys all remember the air squat, feet are just outside of hip width apart, knees are gonna bend, but they're not gonna go forward. Arms are gonna go here so that I can maintain my balance and keep a good angle on that back. I'm squeezing, it's nice and fast, right? For 5, then I jump right down on the ground with my hands underneath my shoulders, and then I'm tapping shoulders, counting out to 20, trying to not rock the body, okay? Then from there, it is the mountain climber. Same hand position. You want the hands underneath the shoulders, right? So where most of the weight, or the majority of your weight, is over the front part and the legs can just float. Now, you get that done within a minute, you get to rest the rest of that minute. Then at the top of the next minute, we're gonna just do forearm planks. And I'm gonna mix these forearm planks up. So you're just gonna have to listen to what I'm saying, right? I might say, okay, forearm plank, one leg, 30 seconds. Now, don't think that, and then on the next one, we will get the other leg. So we'll play it like that, okay? All right, so make sure you got your water, make sure you got your towel, anything that you need. And then we're gonna go ahead and rock this out. Try to get in 20 minutes. Yep, that should, 20 minutes, and then enough time for our affirmation. That should get you guys both out of here somewhat early. And get started on that day, because it sounds like you guys are ready to attack the day. All right, here it is. 10 air squats, 20 shoulder taps, 30 mountain climbers. All right, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Mountain climbers. Okay, good job. What's that? 40 seconds. Okay, next we got just a regular forearm plank to start. Regular forearm plank. Remember, those forearms or those elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Okay, we're gonna get started here in now. Here we go. Down on those elbows. Elbows are close. Fists are apart. I'm trying to make a straight line. I'm looking at myself from the side, from my shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. 10 seconds. Okay, rest it. Good job. In 30 seconds, same thing. Air squats, 10. Shoulder taps, 20. Mountain climbers, 30. Goal here is to be consistent, right? Don't start off any faster than you plan on finishing. Be consistent with how long it takes you. Okay, we're starting in 2 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Shoulder taps. 30 mountain climbers. All right. 39. It's pretty consistent. Pretty consistent. Make sure we're breathing. Make sure we're breathing. Make sure you're drinking your water, which I forgot to bring out. I'll be okay. Okay. Forearm plank, regular forearm plank. I'm sorry. Regular forearm plank again. My mind was drifting. Elbows are close. Fists are apart. Let's squeeze the quadriceps to keep the knees straight. Squeeze the butt. Engage that belly button. We're pushing away from the ground at the elbow. And rest it. Good job. 10, 20, 30. Air squat, shoulder tap, mountain climber. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 shoulder taps. 30 mountain climbers. Okay. I did a little bit more. My mind is drifting. Okay. Let's go single leg plank. Let's go with right leg up. 3 seconds. Go. Right leg up. Hips are still down. Right leg is up. Right foot is flexed. Elbows are close. Fists are apart. Find your breathing. Okay, rest it. 10, 20, 30. So I love these repeatable workouts because it lets you know whether or not you're getting fit, right? If you remember doing this one and it seems easier today, you, my friend, are getting in better shape. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shoulder taps, 20. Mountain climbers, 30. Okay, so this time it's going to be forearm plank, left leg up. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5. Okay, and we're up. Left leg up, left foot flex. Find your breathing. This side's a little harder for me, a little more difficult. And rest it. Good job. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. Air squats, shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. Kind of fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. All that I'm reading, that's what they're talking about. Okay, air squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. All right. Reading a book right now called Chop Wood, Carry Water. Simple title. But boy, this is a book that I feel like I'll be referencing. It won't just be one you'll read and put down. It's all these thought concepts. Oh, let's go forearm plank, regular plank, go. I'm drifting, guys. I'm drifting. It's okay, we're gonna get it in. Elbows in, fists out. Five seconds. Okay, rest it. 10, 20, 30. Air squats, shoulder taps, mountain climbers. We got all these thought concepts about falling in love with the process, not doing things for the end goal. I mean, we do things for the end goal, but how you do one thing is how you should do everything. The end goal kind of dictates how we do it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulder taps. 20. Mountain climbers, 30. Okay. Next, we're going to just do a high plank. So high plank, top of the push-up, and just hold. 15 seconds. So if we're engaging in something, and we don't like our experience, or here we go, 3, 2, 1. Fists are underneath the shoulders, no matter if I'm looking at you from the side or the front. Dome up that upper back, push away from the ground, quads are engaged, glutes are engaged. Rest it. Okay. Forgot what I was going with that. But anyway, chop wood, carry water. It's deep. It's a keeper. It might be a book that we look at for the book club. So if you want to get ahead of the game, check that book out. Got 5 seconds here. Air squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulder tap. Mountain climbers. Okay, side plank, 30 seconds in 15 seconds. So that side plank, elbow is underneath the shoulder, feet are stacked, and we're up. Okay, modification of this, knees are bent, hips are up. Modification, top leg is forward, bottom leg is back, and hips are up. Right? Pick one out of the 3. Get it in. Rest it. So if any of you have read any books about human potential, and you think it's a good book, I am interested to hear the title. 5 seconds, air squats. Here we go, send them back. 1, 2, remember, 3, every squat, 4 should be getting better. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulder taps, 20. Mountain climbers, 30. Okay, now we got that side plank on the other side coming up. Side plank on the other side. Let's go 10 seconds here. 5. Got your 3 modifications. Let's go. Oh, 10 seconds. Rest it. Okay, air squats, shoulder taps, mountain climbers. See where we at. How about 5 minutes? 15 seconds, air squats. 10, 5. Here we go. Shoulder taps. Here we go. Mountain climbers. Okay, next, let's do a crab bridge. Crab bridge, it's kind of a plank. Keep the fingers pointed behind us. Hips are on the ground. We're gonna just tabletop for 30 seconds, as high as you can get. All right, you guys see that? 3, 2, 1. Tabletop. Hips are up. We want a 90-degree bend at the knees to the thighs. And we're hoping to be able to get a 90-degree bend between the arms and the back or the torso. Driving through those heels, keep the hips up. You don't want to feel this in your elbows, so bend the elbows if you need to. Use a deep stretch on the shoulder and the biceps. Press it. Okay, 30 seconds. Air squat, shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. We're getting through this, boy. Time is flying. Time is flying. We're gonna get you out of here. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. Air squats. Shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go back to just a regular forearm plank. Regular forearm plank. 5 seconds. Just 30 seconds. Here we go. We're up. Squeeze the butt. Engage the quadriceps. Fists are apart. Push away from the ground with the elbows. And rest. All right. Let's go 2 more. We'll go a little over. Still get you out early. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Air squats. 5 seconds. Make this one your best one. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulder taps. Mountain climbers. Okay. Last plank. Or actually, let's do a Superman. Let's go 30 seconds, Superman. On your stomach. You're going to be reaching with the hands, pointing with the toes. Hands are higher than your head. Heels are higher than your butt. Squeeze with your butt. 3, 2, 1. We're up. Just hold. Pointing with the toes. Squeezing the butt to lift the legs up. Arms are straight at the elbows. Extended above your head. Squeezing the butt. Five seconds. And rest it. Good job. Come on, right there, people. Good work. Good work. Okay. Short and sweet. Get you guys out of here. You got a long break. I am actually traveling to Nashville for a family reunion. So I'm not going to be here on Friday. I will, however, have something posted at Subkit so that if you want to be active, you can be. Otherwise, we're going to be off on Friday. We're also going to be off on Monday for the holiday, in observance of the holiday. So good job. I wanted to really kind of get you because you're going to get a little bit of a break. Affirmation, and I'm going to get you out of here early, like I said. So reading through affirmations, this one spoke to me. Forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Now, tell you a quick story. So my biological father was not in my life until after I had my son and my mother passed away. And boy, I struggled because I was angry with him, obviously. I was really angry. But then, I look at my son and I wanted him to know where I came from, even though I didn't. And it took some real work to dig in there and not make it about me and make it more about him. And after I got into the process of forgiving him and trying to figure out how we could, exist together, I realized some of the gifts in that, right? So I don't think he was taking care of himself as much as I would, or as much as I would think a person would want to take care of themselves. And then I started thinking that he's probably dealing with a lot of guilt. I mean, if I felt one way on one side, he probably feels a different way. Well, I know he does, right? And so one of the things that I wanted to do was to forgive him. And I forgave him because I didn't want him to be dealing with all the guilt. If I could release him from some of the guilt, let him know, hey, I get it, and let's move forward. Maybe that he would start taking better care of himself, right? But the other thing that I realized in talking with my siblings is that I felt better. And I probably felt better, way better than he does, even though he's gotten this second chance, right? And so when I read forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, because I haven't forgotten, I haven't forgotten him not being there. I haven't forgotten all that stuff. But then at the same time, some of that stuff has led me to where I am today. And that is sitting in front of you guys, trying to give you advice. Funny how life works. Anyway, so wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you guys for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. Go out there and attack the rest of this week, your weekend, and the 4th if you celebrate it. And we will see you guys back here on Wednesday. I believe that is the 4th, 6th. All right. Okay. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, hey, Kenyatta, how's it going? Or did you start already? When do you start?
I started on Friday, but I had to go to a board meeting last night, so
Oh,
a little bit. I have to hire some new people right away, so kind of working on somebody that I would be bringing from St. Paul. So that's good.
oh, so you're important. You ain't even started. You hire people. Let me decide
Right.
futures.
Right. So
Okay. All right.
I'll be
Cool.
working
Well,
on
go ahead
Friday.
then. What's
Yeah.
that?
I said I'll start on Friday.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. Safe travels to you.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.